in the MMA world was Chuck Liddell announcing he's coming out of retirement and possibly working with Oscar De La Hoya.
Right.
I know initially you weren't the biggest fan of such a pairing happening. What's your thoughts now that Chuck has officially announced that he's coming out of retirement?
Well, I've said this before. I hope he's coming out of retirement to be partners with De La Hoya and not to fight. I hope he doesn't fight.
And perhaps do you think that Oscar is, what's the word I'm looking for, just taking advantage of Chuck and using him as a big name to make headway into the MMA world?
I don't know if De La Hoya is that smart. Yeah. He isn't the brightest bulb on the porch.
Okay.
Oscar De La Hoya is not that bright. But I don't know what he's thinking. To be his business partner and not fight. I don't. The last thing I want to do is shit on Chuck Liddell because I love him, And but I asked him to retire 10 years ago for a reason.
That was Dana White on Oscar De La Hoya and Chuck Liddell. Listen, man, I agree with Dana White. Chuck Liddell has been getting knocked out, man, and not too shit on him, but okay, a prime example would be Alistair Overeem. If Alistair Overeem wasn't a heavyweight, I would suggest he retire. If Alistair Overeem was getting knocked out every fight, I would suggest he retire. It was just this knockout against Ngannou that really set him back, right? But Chuck has been getting knocked out, man, for a while. I don't think it's wise for somebody who's been through that much brain trauma to come back to the ring. I know his heart, his ambition, his just sheer drive to be the best in everything he wants to be is forcing him to go back into the ring. But Chuck, you see, the only way I wouldn't even want to see Chuck in Ryzen. And Ryzen, they let you use TRT, my guy. They let you use all of that jungle juice. That's what everybody's waiting for TRT Vitor to make an appearance in Ryzen. I think it's going to happen. I wouldn't want to see Chuck Liddell in Ryzen, my guy. That should tell you that, this isn't a good idea. TRT included. We don't know if TRT is going to help the fact that Chuck's been knocked out how many times. We don't know if he's one knockout away from paralysis or something of that nature, man. And Chuck Liddell, he's too much of a GOAT in the sport to see in the ring again at this time. Chuck Liddell is the same age as Jay-Z. Think about that for a second, my guy. That guy is old. He shouldn't be anywhere near a ring. If he is, I would suggest Bellator, Ryzen, somewhere where there's no USADA, somewhere where there's just regular testing, you can mask it. You know what I'm talking about, the Mexican supplements, that jungle juice, it works all day, every day. I feel like you should use it, Chuck, if you really want to come back. And you can forget about fighting your John Jones and all of them. It's Tito, somebody unknown, somebody known, over. No appearances from John Jones, no I really don't think Chuck Liddell should be back in the ring, man. But let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.